week 16 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few centers I looked at this week. The first center, Jackson Hayes of the Los Angeles Lakers. So now, with that deal not going through where Mark Williams couldn't pass the physical, Jackson Hayes, he looks like he's going to be the center for the remainder of the season, and he's available right now in 82% of leagues on the year for Hayes. 5.7 points a game, 4.3 rebounds and assists, a block, 67% from the field. In the last couple weeks, with the expanded role with the Davis injury and then the Doncic deal, 7.6 points a game, 5.1 boards, 1.7 assists, a steal, 1.9 blocks, and 78% from the field. So Jackson Hayes, he's going to get a lot of playing time, obviously, now for this Laker team where they thought Mark Williams was coming in. And Hayes, he's an athletic big man and still a young big man where he's going to bring energy. He's going to be a good rebounder, a good shot blocker, and he's going to be a good field goal percentage player as well. A lot of putbacks and dunks. February 4th at the Clippers, 6.6 boards, 4 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 50% from the field. February 6th versus the Warriors, 11 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block. And February 8th versus the Pacers, 9 points, 12 boards, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 100% from the field. So with Doncic returning possibly today or the next game for this Laker team, it's going to add more to Hayes' offense, where he's a guy that's a high flyer. Doncic, he likes that pick and roll alley-oop, and him and Hayes definitely could work on that, where his scoring could go up a little bit. And like I said, rebounding and shot blocking is his specialty with field goal percentage. So if he could score just a little bit more as well, he'll have great value. The next center, Nikola Jokic of the Miami Heat. So Jokic, he's been on the list multiple weeks for this Heat team. And now that the Jimmy Butler deal is finalized, this Miami Heat team, they didn't get a big man in the deal, which is a good thing, obviously. And Jokic's still going to get that good playing time on the year. 11 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.8 threes, and 46% from the field. And he's been playing about 35 minutes a game, is Jokic. February 4th at the Bulls, 20 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, 5 threes, 70% from the field. February 5th at the Sixers, 23 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, a block, 3 threes, 88% from the field. Then February 7th at the Nets, 8 points, 2 threes, a rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, 37% from the field. So like I said, playing major minutes. They didn't really get a big man back in the deal with this Miami Heat team, trading Butler away last week. And Jokic is a future player for them, and he's playing good minutes and putting up good stats. Next center, Greshkan Yasabul of the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, more news has come out that he's most likely going to need another big surgery in the offseason. But I think if this Philly team keeps losing, they're going to shut him down early. Embiid. Yasabul is going to be a player that's going to be starting for this Philly team every game. On the year, 11.1 points a game, 5.7 boards, 2 assists, 1.5 threes, and 52% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, he's been on a mission. 16.7 a game, 6.8 boards, 2.3 assists, 1.7 steals, 1.3 threes, and 62% from the field. So very efficient for the big man, powered forward and center he qualifies at. But we've seen him start multiple times at the center position this season. So right now, Yasabule, one of the better players, believe it or not, on the Sixer team. He's going out there. He's made the most of his opportunity where he played overseas the last few years. February 4th versus Dallas, 19 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 87% from the field. February 5th versus the Heat, 9 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block, a 3, 37% from the field. Then February 9th at the Bucks, 18 points, 2 boards, an assist, a steal, 3 threes, 70% from the field. So the big man could shoot the 3-ball, could score the basketball, and a very good stealer of the basketball as well. So right now, well, he's out there in tons of fantasy leagues still at 66%. Definitely an ad this week. And like I said, I believe Joel Embiid, he's not going to hold up the remainder of the season. And this Sixer team, it's been a bad year all around where they might just tank a little bit here towards the end of the year to get a better draft pick if they don't think they got a good push for the playoffs. Next center, Yves Missi of the New Orleans Pelicans. So this Pelican team, they traded a couple pieces off, including the big one, Brandon Ingram at the deadline, DeJounte Murray out for the season with the torn Achilles, and they don't really got much at the center position. I know they got Kelly Olynyk in that deal with the Raptors, but he's going to be more of a backup, I believe. On the season for Missi, 8.6 points a game, 8.1 boards, 1.4 assists, 1.5 blocks, and 54% from the field. So Missi, shot blocking and rebounding is what he's going to bring fantasy owners. And right now, I know he struggled a little bit over the last few games, and he's out there in tons of leagues. It's 77%. But like I said, if you just need a pure rebounder and shot blocker, that's what Messi can bring, and he's going to get the minutes. Playing right now about 35 minutes a game. February 3rd at the Nuggets, 8.6 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 44% from the field. February 5th at the Nuggets again, 12.6 boards, 2 assists, 75% from the field. And February 8th at the Kings, 2 points, 13 boards, an assist, 4 blocks, 16% from the field. So like I said, everything else he's not going to be doing pretty much as Messi. But if you need the shot blocking, which he's a good shot blocker, and the rebounding, that's what he's going to bring for fantasy owners. And like you said, he's playing major minutes on a team going nowhere this season. So he's going to fill the stat sheet at times. In the final center I looked at is Riqun Holmes of the Washington Wizards. So now with Valanciunas traded away and Sarr banged up for this Wizard team, Holmes is out there in 95% of fantasy leagues. In the last few games, he's playing big minutes on the year. Numbers underwhelming. He didn't play much early in the season, but with this trade, obviously it opened up his spot. 5.2 points a game, 4.9 boards, 1.1 assists, and 59% from the field. In the last couple weeks, since the playing time's gone up, 7.5 a game, 6.6 boards, 2 assists, and 68% from the field. So Holmes, a few years ago, he was a good player and had a lot of fantasy value when he was on the Sacramento Kings. But the last couple years, obviously his skill set isn't highly warranted in the NBA, where he can't stretch the floor or shoot the three, and he's not a great low post scorer as well, more of a rebounder and shot blocker. February 5th at the Nets, 9 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a block, 80% from the field. February 7th versus the Cavs, 12 points, 12 boards, 3 assists, a block, 57% from the field. And February 8th versus the Hawks, 10 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, a block, 66% from the field. So he's getting good playing time. Actually, with Valanciunas traded away, like I said, and also Alex Sarr is banged up. And he's a guy we know that could rebound the basketball. We know he could average a double-double, could block a shot per game, more of a dunk and putback type of player offensively. So Holmes, right now, well, he's getting opportunity and playing well. He's worth an ad in deeper leagues this week. So that's a few centers I looked at for week 16 of the fantasy basketball season.